And ask me what I think of your swing, I say, you got a great swing, you're winning. Leave it alone, don't screw it up. And we've seen it on television, we read about it, and I think the modern swing is dangerous because they're twisting and turning and wearing out things that don't work that way. That's my own opinion. I just couldn't use the new golf swing today. All right, I maybe could teach it to people this big if you're going to grow into it, but I don't think you could change someone who's played golf 20 years to do all these gyrations and now they want you to hit it far. You have to stretch the muscle, so therefore you have to hit it on your toes. When you look at the last week's golf week, there's the long drive hitter. He's on both toes at impact, and he hit it 404 yards. And Laura Davies came along. When she came along, she hit it on her toes, just stretching the left side. And Laura Davies, damn Laura Davies, she came along as a long hitter. When she played in the previous Dinah Shore A&A now, Marilyn Smith played with her and came home and said, Shirley, I played with someone that hit the ball so far we couldn't even see it. She had strength and she was a big, powerful structure, and wore a size 12 shoe. She was big and had that energy. Well, today, you look at the girls on our tour, how they work out. They work out every day, and the fitness trailer is with them every day. They can't wear a cocktail dress unless it's sleeveless because they've built up the upper body so much. And this is what they're teaching today, to move, get your power up here. We're past the core. We don't talk about the core anymore. Now we talk about how much you're turning and twisting. And, you know, it wears out your tendons and muscles aren't made to do those things. So you have to be very careful, and as a golfer, you have to be very careful to not overdo something. Just move into it slowly and quietly, and if you find a good coach or teacher, stay with that person. Do not shop from here to there to here to there, then you never have any golf swing. You have to have a sound swing that someone told you can do it with. Amen.
We love your honesty. I love your common sense wisdom. And I think everybody that even hears your name, we just immediately, everybody just loves you, Shirley. We have so much respect for what you've done. It's like, I don't know if we can thank you enough, or if it's really hit you hard enough, what an idol you are to so many people, how grateful we are for you. But I just personally want to thank you and let you know that you mean a lot to all of us.
Well, thank you. I just think that I've been very fortunate in my life to do all the things I've done, and never made a lot of money, but I have a lot of friends.
You're a diamond in the rough.
And my greatest honor was receiving the Patty Berg Award last year. Patty was a very good friend of mine. Her emphasis, I'm sure that you probably had to clean her shoes, because when you went on the tour as a rookie, your job was to polish Patty's shoes before the next day of round of golf. Patty loves sports. I've sat with her in a hotel room betting on the World Series as, well, in this inning, how many are going to hit left-handed? How many are going to hit the ball in left field? We had all kinds of bets, funny bets, and I also, when I first met her, I was playing in the title holders, which was our Masters, and it was right next to the Masters. Augusta Country Club. And both amateurs and pros played. If you were state champion, you played. I played in it because I was Michigan state champion. And Patty won it. And she said, you know, why don't you drive my car back to Chicago? Because I don't need it. The salesman's going to take me somewhere, and that'll save you money, transportation-wise. And she said, meet me in the lobby at 7 o'clock Monday morning, and I'll have the car there for you. And she came out, and the bellboy brought her a set of clubs, and they used to come in a box about as wide as a pizza box, but long, and the clubs stood up like this, you know. So she slid it in the trunk. She said, I just won the tournament with these irons. I want to keep them. I'll just put them in the trunk. You put your stuff in the car, and I'll lock the trunk, so you don't have to worry about it. So, wow. I'm going to drive Patty Bird's car, driving down the highway. I pull into a town to buy gas. Before I get there, there's a man tooting his horn and pointing at the car, and tooting his horn and pointing at the car. And I thought, oh, I must be getting a flat tire. So I pull in this gas station, I walk around the car. Lo and behold, the trunk's open this far. No clubs. No clubs. What am I going to do now? So I thought, well,